Mechanical keyboards are a popular choice among enthusiasts for their tactile feel, the audio feedback, and also the increased longevity. One thing they are not known for is their compact design. While it's possible to trim the perimeter, the height of a mechanical keyboard is largely governed by the mechanical switch itself. Thankfully, low-profile mechanical switches have occupied this market gap. Today's product exemplifies what it means to be a low-profile mechanical keyboard. This is the Havit HV-KB395L. It's a low-profile mechanical keyboard aimed at gamers and professionals. It retails for roughly $70, which is a little high, I think, for a device that's not one of the household names. But when you look at it compared to its competitors, it actually seems about right. It seems that the low-profile mechanicals carry a bit of a price premium compared to their normal height counterparts. The most noticeable element is the thin profile and compact design. The keys are arranged on a basically bezel-less backplate. The low-profile mechanical switches and short keycaps mean the device is less than 9/10 of an inch tall. That makes it even thinner than the Tesoro Gram, which is a popular competitor, but that keyboard retails for almost twice as much. The branding is minimal with just a logo over the directional keys, and the font style is perfect. It's not some obnoxious gamer-themed font that's impossible to read. It's just a normal, perfectly legible font. This one has a 104 key layout, but it also comes in a 10 keyless design if you want to bring the compact nature to the next level. There's very minimal keycap wobble, but this should definitely be expected from low-profile switches. It's surprisingly rigid for how thin and long it is, and that's likely due to its painted aluminum backplate. The most important element here are the mechanical switches, and this one features Kailh low-profile reds. They are similar to many other red switches out there, but require a lower actuation force of just 45 grams. They also travel a shorter distance of 3 millimeters and are rated at 50 million key presses, and they do offer this keyboard in a low-profile blue switch as well. It does have Rgb lighting, and this can easily be controlled with the keyboard. It doesn't need any software other than what is automatically downloaded with it when you plug it in for the first time. However, there is other software available. There are several lighting effects, such as the 5 preset mode LEDs, which are entirely customizable if you want to change up the lighting effects. With some of these effects, you can change both the direction and speed, and with all of them, you can change the brightness, and that is the only way to completely disable the lighting, is to just turn the brightness all the way down. It is not wireless, but it does include a removable micro USB cable. This is good for a number of reasons. If something happens to the cable, it's easier and cheaper to simply replace that micro USB cable with another cable, and it also makes it easier to store and transport by unplugging that cable and wrapping it up on its own. However, I should note that it's only 1.5 meters long, or less than 5 feet. Most of the time I see these cables for keyboards and mice, they're more in the order of 2 meters or over 6.5 feet long. So for most people it should still be fine, but something to be aware of. And this is again another benefit to having a detachable cable, is chances are you can replace that with just a longer micro USB cable. Well, let's talk about the software. And for budget peripherals, hopefully you know by now how I feel about the included software. You can watch this video up there where I reviewed a gaming mouse with some software that did not work at all, if you want to know more about my opinion on the matter. But this software, first of all, let's set the stage, it actually works. The interface is contained on a single page, which is definitely nice, and you can modify many of the settings, including the lighting effects, macros, set the game mode, set a Windows lock, change the response time, and modify the polling rate. And all of these functions, except for the macros, polling rate, and response time, can be modified using the keyboard itself. So unless you want to modify those, you're fine not downloading the software at all. But how was my experience with the device? Well, honestly, it was pretty good. The switches I thought would take a little bit more getting used to, but I caught on to the feel of them pretty quick. They essentially feel like Reds, but requiring less actuation pressure and with a shorter travel distance, and that's exactly what they are. It took a little bit of time to get used to and to calibrate myself to the different switch type, and I made a few more typing mistakes at first, but after that first day or so, I was able to use it pretty much as error-free as any other mechanical keyboard. It provides a subtle tapping feedback, a sound like many other red switches out there as the keys bottom out against the backplate. That's what you're hearing. And it's good, it's fine. They're designed to be a little more quiet type of a switch. Overall, I'm very satisfied with the switch type. I am, however, curious to see what the low-profile blues are like, because that's really the switch type I personally prefer. It is conveniently compact, it's easy to take with you or to store. I even took it to work with me recently, however it's just barely too big to fit into my backpack, so if you want ultimate portability, you're probably better off going with the 10 keyless version of this keyboard. For gaming scenarios, it worked flawlessly, no perceivable latency. I didn't really make nearly as many mistakes as I did when I was typing. I think they're less noticeable when you're gaming too, so overall, very satisfied there as well. As my first low-profile mechanical keyboard, the Havit HV-KB395L left a great impression. It's easy to see the appeal of a device that crams the benefits of a mechanical keyboard into a slim body. While definitely not a budget device, it still represents a compelling value proposition, especially when compared to comparable boards on the market. Well, if you guys appreciated this review, then don't forget to give a like and show your support, and comment down below if you have any feedback or suggestions for future videos, and also subscribe so you know when our future content is ready to watch. And if you want to purchase this device on Amazon, check out our affiliate links down below. We get a small kickback for that, but if you didn't like this keyboard, then make sure you watch these other videos here. If you see something else that might fancy you, I also provide my affiliate links on those videos as well. And we run giveaways every month, so make sure you're subscribed so you have a chance to win some awesome hardware. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.